Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Headlands Beach State Park in Mentor, Ohio. And the entrance was closed due to high water, and you can see it's just completely pulled up here. So I actually had to park up by the Mentor Marsh area because the main entrance is closed due to high water. So there's no cars in these parking lots. It's just me as far as the eye can see. There might be another couple crazy people walking out here somewhere. I'm not sure yet. I wore the second jacket today because the wind cuts through you. It's end of October and it's a little bit sunny, which is nice, but it's chilly. We're gonna go over to this area, check out the art, and then head on to the beach area. You might be able to see it behind those trees out there. There's the Morton Salt Company, I believe. Some type of salt mining or something's happening over that way. The wind got really strong here, so I decided to do a voiceover. The concession stand was off to the right. You can see the clouds forming in the left here in the back, and there's a rain. You can see the rain coming down in the far right of the clouds. We'll zoom in on that later. And off in the distance is our final goal, which is the lighthouse. So we're going to go out, way out to the lighthouse and to the rocks. Way out to the lighthouse. Awesome. Let's go check this out real quick. Up by the water before we get stormed by. Little sandcastle it was there. Here I'm zooming in on the one spot in the clouds where it's dumping rain off in the distance. Get up here to look at the water, right? But then I'm gonna make it back to the tree line and walk the rest of the way from the tree line. If this will even let us. It's crazy looking. Here the wind is crushing, but I love the view of the sun intermixed with the clouds and the rainstorm off to the right. Show you what the water's doing here. But yeah, like I say, I'm not getting too close to that. That looks crazy. Here you can see the wind is so strong it's picking up the sand and blowing it at me. Here it's difficult to hear what I'm saying because of the wind, but the wind was whipping so hard and the sand was flying around. I got sand and wind in my eyes and they were really dry, so I was just trying to blink that out of my eyes as I headed back towards the walkway. Oh, also I'm talking over this because you could not hear what I was saying. The wind was too strong. All right, the weather's showing. There's a 50% chance that we get rained on in 9 minutes. So we will see. Looks like we're doing okay so far. It's quite a beautiful day. Now that I'm back here in the tree line a little bit, I can actually see again, which is nice. Working our way up towards the lighthouse, excuse me, is the plan. There's also the Morton Salt Company right over there a ways, so if I have to, I can beeline for that just to get inside, I think. Picnic areas with grilling spots, things like that. The beach is one long continual beach. Oh, here's the mine. There's the mine actually in progress. Seagulls out there riding the wind. The whole seagull party. Heading towards the Dunes Trail, and that's how we're going to get out to the lighthouse. Yeah, see, you might think that's a pond, but that's parking area 4. It's been raining the last couple days. Here's restroom 6, so if it starts storming, we're coming back to here. We're going inside. So I checked that restroom. That one's open. 2 and 6 are open. So thankfully 6 here is, excuse me, on the end. You can see we're at parking lot 2. We're passing that. Parking lot 1's right up here. Then we're going into the sand and the dunes in order to get to the lighthouse. See, usually when I come, I go in the main entrance and I park here because parking lot 1 is the closest to the lighthouse area. But today we had to park past out parking lot 14 in the nature preserve parking lot because this one is technically closed due to high water. Look at all the mosquitoes. This here is the northern terminus of the Buckeye Trail, and the Buckeye Trail is a loop that runs pretty much the whole way around the state of Ohio. Over 1,000 miles, I think less than 2,000. So maybe at some point I'll get the section hike pieces of that. We'll see. Oh, here's a map of it. See, we are here at the terminus, but it goes all the way around the state of Ohio. So it'd be cool to do like pieces of it at a time if possible. More than 1,400 miles. It's getting dark. Okay, I'm seeing 3 p.m. clouds, 4 p.m. thunderstorms. It is now 2:05, which means that we might get rained on, but we're not likely to get stormed on until 4. And what we want to do is, this says no public access, but it is for sure. The lighthouse is out here, so I want to head out that way. I haven't heard any thunder, so I'm assuming all is well for now. Alright, so this is where we're heading, up towards the lighthouse, I believe, if we can. The plover. Here we go. See how dark it is back in there? Not loving that. I'm gonna have to take a better look at that when we get out here. Problem is, I gotta get out a little further to see how dark that actually looks. Not super promising, huh? There's a lookout out there. I don't know if you can see the wooden markers, but might have to make our way out there then. They look like they're sort of going behind the trees that way. I think if I remember right, there's a lake over here from which I can see back in there, or like a pond area. Let's see if we can find that. And then from there I'll decide. Yeah, I think if I go back this trail, there might be a lookout over here where I can see better. Okay, so we made it to the rock area. This is where we'll rock our way out to the lighthouse, which is out there. We're definitely getting close, but I'm not loving the clouds above it. Gotta be careful. So it looks beautiful, but I may have to come back when it's not threatening to storm right over the area to which that I want to go. Hey, I'm back at Headlands Beach. Told you I would be. The main gate was open today, so I was able to come in, and I'm in parking lot 1, so I don't have to walk across the 14 parking lots of space. It's about, I think, a mile or a half mile each way. I'm not sure. So now I just have to walk the mile or so out to the lighthouse. So excited to do that, and let's send it. It's really dark back in there, but it's getting lighter out towards the lighthouse, so I'm not sure which way these clouds are moving, but we're gonna send it. All right, same goal as yesterday. We're going out towards the lighthouse, but this time we're going down the dunes path because it's a little more clear, and I don't think I'm gonna get thunderstruck, so to speak. So first, let's go out and check out this lookout here, and then we'll go over towards the lighthouse. But let's start with this beautiful boardwalk area. Just a beautiful day for this. And again, it's storming back there. You can see some of those darker clouds, but I don't think they're coming our way, so we should be fine. I hope. Right, we're up on the platform here. It's pretty sunny here, but man, it's dark back there. Alright, let's go down here and see what this sign says. I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me to turn around. So then I'm going to have to go back a different way, I think, to get around to the lighthouse that is technically not roped off. Someone's out here today. Or has been out here. This is new. The piping plover bird is up in there. Alright, so we gotta go back to the other side because of the piping plover. This guy, would want this guy to go extinct. He looks kind of cool. It is the piping plover. What we can do, because this is not roped off, is go this way, out towards the lighthouse. See, it's dark back in here, but I don't think those clouds are moving towards us, thankfully. I think they're moving away. Alright, so we follow the sand as far as we can, and then we gotta get out onto the rocks, I believe. That's also starting to look a little darker than it was, so gotta keep moving. Alright, now I know at some point up here I gotta switch over to these rocks. Boy, I'm glad that parking lot, look at that stick just sticking up right there. Boy, I'm glad the parking lot was open today. That saved probably 3/4 of a mile. So it looks like we can keep going as long as we stay on this side of the rope. Surprised they shut that off. That never used to be shut off. Let's take a look here. Whoa. Don't look down too hard. That's a 5-foot drop. Something like that. Yeah, it's dark back in there. I bet it's probably raining too at some point. But not here. Alright. I'm gonna follow the sand as far as I can, because this is, like I say, that's a huge drop there if you get your leg caught in there. I don't like how this big cloud formation is shaping up towards the lighthouse, but I said we're going out there, and that's where we're going. For some reason, I don't recall being able to walk all the way up here in the past like this. I am pretty sure this was not the case. I wish I had an older video to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure you used to have to come out, maybe the water levels are down, but I thought you had to come out on the rocks and walk across these rocks to get to the lighthouse area, but that doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. Yeah, see, this is taking us the whole way down through sand. This is, maybe they built this area up or something? Because I remember you had to definitely hitch a ride on the rocks to get the whole way out here. Huh. Now there's some people fishing behind me, so I didn't want to be filming back there. It's calm because of the rocks breaking all the waves and the sand. I think my best bet is to just watch this for a minute. The wind's making my eyes water, and make sure no waves go crazy. See how the waves are crossing kind of here. It's sort of choppy. It's dry here, so we should be fine. It's just looking real choppy right there. And I know that's deep. See, the waves are definitely splashing around that corner over there, if I do want to get over there. Alright, if we do choose to go out here, I think we have to minimize the time that we're out to minimize the risk. So we gotta be quick. Alright, I've secured my hat because I think the wind's gonna send my hat if I don't, so let's roll. They're really crashing in, that's for sure. It's beautiful though. Yeah, see, all that's drenched though. That doesn't look it safe. I'm on the last dry spot. From there, I assume the waves crash up and in. So, looks to me like the waves crash up and in from here, so probably not go further than this. See, the water's super unpredictable today. A wave just cracked up against this less windy side, the barricaded side, and it hit the rocks way up here, so you just got to be careful. Clouds are building behind the lighthouse now. The waves are coming out on this side a little bit. This spot I'm at still dry, but just gotta watch. It's beautiful out there. Oh man, it's just cloudy up here. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. I had to find a way to get out of here. So you gotta watch. But this is fairly dry. A couple waves sneak up here, I guess. Those guys are the whole way out there now. I'm not even sure how they got up this thing. Let these guys tell you what's out there. That's crazy. Yeah, I was able to launch myself up from down there. We'll figure out getting down in a bit. Waves are looking crazy over here. Back down the other side, you gotta watch because they really shoot up here. Whoa, there goes a big one. Oh man, that one just crashed over there. And I don't really see a good way to get across here, nor do I know if I should. Yeah, that's a big one. Alright. Oh, alright, we're out. Alright, I think they're starting to come up higher. I just took a wave to the side. So I better get off this thing because I'm the only one out here now. Yeah, see, that one just came up over the thing. We don't really want to get wave swept, so. Beautiful though. Yeah, but maybe not alone. Maybe when the wind's a little more calm. get off this thing. Carefully, I guess. Waves are really coming in. That's beautiful though. Oh. Alright, I better get back over these rocks. Alright, the wind's coming in stronger. Now I gotta safely get down from here. See how it's hitting the rocks here? I gotta get back around those rocks. Frick. I don't love that. Let's wait for this little bit to die down. Ooh, it's cold up here though. Yeah, I want to get out of there before the waves get too strong. There's no getting around that way. And my hands are getting cold. I got splashed by that wave, so let's get down. I would absolutely try and film myself getting down from here, but I know that the waves are going to come up and splash me. Alright, the jump down was successful, but now I got to get the heck out of here. I think it's coming in harder. After getting back down from the lighthouse, I got this last view, and then I headed back through the sand to the car. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.